That was a loud bang. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another favourites video. I haven't done one in a little while. I think I explained in the last time, I just don't get enough new things to have a favourites video every single month. So a few of these things will be repeated, but it's still things that I'm loving. So just letting you know that they are literally so great. You've got to get them because I use them like all the time. So right, let's start off with some of the things that I've got next to me. Start off with a cookbook. Who doesn't have a bit of food in the morning at the beginning of a video? So right, I've got this cookbook. So it's Joe Wicks' newest cookbook, and it is more for cooking for family and friends. So I have used one of his Lean in 15 ones, the red one, which I love. It always serves either 1 or 2, which is perfect for me because me and my friend always cook them. So if it's just for 1, then we just double the ingredients and make it for 2. But they're perfect because they're all in 15 minutes, they're healthy, they're quick, they're easy. So that one is perfect for that. So that is one of my favourites as well, highly recommend that. But this one is also great. I've cooked something from here for like me, my family, you know, and it's more, there are some in here for like 2 people, but not very many. And then there's more for like 4 people to 6 people, around that sort of amount of people. What I like about this book is it's split into post-workout and reduced carbs. So there's a whole section on reduced carb recipes and then a whole section on what you should eat after a workout. And it's also split into breakfast, brunch and light dishes as one. And then there's also like main meals, and then there's snacks, and there's like things to treat yourself with. So he has put in a few unhealthy things in the back just as like desserts and treat yourself things. But I've been loving this book. I've been loving Joe Wicks' just cookbooks in general. But yeah, the other one is more for like quick easy meals. This one takes more time. Some things in here take like 4 hours, which is just ridiculous, but a lot of the stuff in here isn't that long, but it's just for like more people, so that's probably why it takes a bit longer. But it's great and I love it, and I recommend getting that book. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about, I can't remember if this made it into my last favourites or not. I can't remember if I had this when I made my last favourites, but it is a little speaker. It looks like this. It's called Mars Boy, as it says on the top, Mars Boy, and it was so cheap from Amazon, and it's just got an on-off button. Plug it in from the back to charge it. It's got like 12 hours battery life. The sound quality is amazing. Obviously, it's if you want something to fill like a massive room, you're gonna have to go for something a little bit better than this, but I just sort of take it out with me when I'm sunbathing, or if I'm just sitting outside, or I use it the most in my bedroom when I'm editing or when I'm just doing things on my laptop, and I just have this on listening to music, and it just connects by Bluetooth, so it is great. Like, I have been loving it. I'm so glad I bought it, and it was like £10, not even that, I don't think, around the £10 mark, so it wasn't a lot. It was really good. The next thing I'm going to show you is this. So as you can see, this is a blender. It comes with 2 of these, well my one came with 2 of these anyway, which is this is called Blend Active from Breville. Breville, is that how you say that brand? Breville. So yeah, you've just got the top bit that screws on a lid. So basically, this is just really great. I use this for smoothies in the mornings because I have a lot of smoothies this time of year. So you have the blender, and it comes with the little actual blade bit, and you literally put all of the stuff in this cup, everything you want to blend, then you just screw that on. Simple as that, and then you just clip it into here, as simple as that, and then you blend it up, and then you drink from this. And it comes with lids as well, so you just take it off, turn it up the right way, unscrew it, pop on a lid, which I currently don't have. I've broken one of my lids and the other lid is currently in the washing up as we speak, and then you just screw the lid on and you've got this as a drink, or you can pour it out into a glass. Either way, it is the easiest, handiest flipping blender I've ever known. It's not the most powerful blender, so it's not going to blend up a lot of like really hard stuff, but it's a really good blender. And I got this for like £23 a few years ago now. It must have been like at least 2 years ago, but yeah, it's about £23, so it's quite a good value for money blender as well. But speaking of the blender, there's also what you make with the blender, which is smoothies, and I have been loving smoothies right now. My favourite ones to make are berry smoothies, so with like strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, red and black currants, blueberries, all things like that, because they always just taste so nice. And I always add a bit of spinach in with them, some oats and some nuts, and it's just the best thing to have for breakfast in the morning. And I have been having that for breakfast quite a lot of my mornings, and I always do throughout summer because they're so refreshing as well, and they're just quick and easy to make in the morning as a breakfast. Moving on to more beauty related items, I have a few things here. First one is this, which is Simple Moisturiser, protecting light moisturising. But the reason why I got this is because it's SPF 15, and mainly for when I'm on holiday, because when I'm on holiday, that was a loud bang. When I'm on holiday, I always have a shower in the afternoon, but then you're still out in the sun after that because the sun is always so there when you're on holiday, do you know what I mean? So I always moisturise anyway after my shower. So I just thought this would be perfect because I'll still be protected from the sun, and obviously protecting your skin is very important when it comes to UV rays because you do not want to burn. So got that, which I am super excited to start using. Then the next thing is I've gone for a white eyeliner. This is from MUA, so I think it was like £2 or something like that, and it even comes with a sharpener on the top, which I absolutely love that it comes with that. So it's just quick and easy to sharpen, which I haven't done yet, and I'm not going to do right now because there'll be a mess everywhere. But the reason why I got white is because I've read somewhere that if you put white on your under your eye, and I had to stutter there. If you put white under your eye, it's meant to make your eyes look bigger, and I have actually been really liking it with white under my eye, and then I put black on the top bit. But yeah, white eyeliner I've been loving. The next thing, I'm actually currently wearing this now, so it's a lipstick from Maybelline New York, and it is in the shade 360, which is velvet beige. And velvet is the perfect way to describe this lipstick. It goes on so nicely, it's so smooth and silky and velvety, and it is a really pretty colour. It's like a nice nudie pink. It's not too nudie, it's not too pink. It goes with like every skin tone, I would say. I just really love it, and I've been wearing that a lot. It's like been my go-to lipstick. The last physical thing I have to show you, I have spoken about so much, but I honestly can't rave about it enough, and that is my Hydrate Mate bottle. I'm not going to talk about it for too long because some of you will literally have heard this speech so many times, but basically you fill it up and you drink down throughout the time. So there's 8 AM, 9 AM, 10 AM, 11 AM, and then by 12 PM you should have like finished it, and then you fill it back up again, and then by 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 you'll finish it again. So in your day you should have 2 of these, like two waterfuls of this. What am I even saying? So you should drink this twice basically. You fill it up, drink it, and then you fill it up again, drink it, and then that is how much water you should have in a day to keep hydrated. And this has helped me drink water so much. I used to hate water, absolutely hate it, but drinking it from this, surprisingly, is really helpful, and it just makes you drink it so much easier. Mine is the white one, and they've stopped making it in this style now, I think. They start making it in a different style, but still same company, Hydrate Mate. I highly recommend it, and it helps you drink water, and it's helped me lose weight drinking this much water as well, so it's another benefit. But I cannot rave about it enough. It's so good. Now moving on to things I can't actually physically show you. First things first is food. Right, I am obsessed with food right now. I just love all things food, and I've been really enjoying eating healthily as well. The first thing I want to tell you about is salads. I used to just not get on with salads. I'd be like, what is the point in a salad? It's just leafy and gross. But now, honestly, I love the salads that I make. I have them for lunch like every day, and I just switch out a few different things. The main thing that I have is brown rice with quinoa in it. I just get like one of those microwavable packs, and it's so easy, and it just comes as a pack. So it's brown rice and quinoa. The spinach, I have a few cherry tomatoes that I chop up, a slice of cucumber that I just chop up into little pieces, some avocado, I always use half an avocado, and then these are 2 other favourites by the way, I either top it with a poached egg or top it with some grilled halloumi, and then I have some salt, just a little sprinkling of salt and a little bit of olive oil over the top, and it is honestly to die for. Poached eggs and halloumi are also 2 of my favourites that I have to mention because I've recently discovered my love for grilled halloumi. I cooked it for the first time the other day. I did overdo it a little bit. Every time I've done it, I've overdone it a little bit, but it's just so nice. And on top of that salad, it just tastes amazing. I can't even explain. And then poached eggs are also a healthy way to make eggs. and they just taste amazing. And it on the salad, it just goes so nicely. I've told a few people about it and they're like, really, an egg on a salad? Tried it, loved it. So if you're thinking that, like, really, an egg on a salad, try it before you knock it, because it is insane. And the other food thing that I wanted to speak about, which most of you, if you watch my vlogs, you will know that I've become obsessed with burritos. I always make my own like vegetarian burritos. They're not like proper burritos, but they kind of are burritos because they've got rice, they're in a wrap, they've got salad. It's a burrito, right? So I always have like, I've swapped out my normal rice now for cauliflower rice because I have it so often that I was like, I need to find a healthier alternative for this. So I use cauliflower rice now. And then I have some tomatoes, some cucumber, some lettuce, some cheese, and the thing that makes it the burrito is the sour cream and the salsa and the guacamole. I'm not the biggest fan of the guacamole that I buy, but homemade guacamole is always better. But yeah, salsa, sour cream, guacamole topped it to top it off with the grated cheese. It's just amazing, and it's like been my favourite meal for weeks now, honestly weeks. I had to put it in my favourites because I've literally just been loving them so much. Moving on to TV and films. By the time this goes out, this film will be out. But I went to an Odeon Screen Unseen is what it's called, and they show you a film that's not been released yet and you have no idea what it is until you get in there and they tell you what it is when you're sat down about to watch it. So it was the first time I'd ever gone to one of those, and I was so happy when I found out that it was Baby Driver. So I watched Baby Driver a few days ago, and it doesn't come out till the 28th, but I'm pretty sure by the time this comes out, the 28th would have already been. In fact, I know the 28th of June would have already been. So yeah, Baby Driver is out. Honestly, one of the best films I've seen in a long time. I loved it. It's basically, without giving it away, it's about a getaway driver, I guess. He's like a getaway driver called Baby, and he has like tetanus, where you, oh, I can't remember what it's called, but it's where you constantly have like a ringing in your ears. So he drowns it out by playing music while he's driving, and the whole film is based around the soundtrack, and the film like moves to the soundtrack, and there's a lot of action in it. There's like a lot of cars, like, you know, he's driving around a car, drifting and getting away from the police and stuff. But it's honestly so good. I was like on the edge of my seat throughout all of it, like, oh my god. It was amazing, so I recommend watching that. So that is the film that is in my favourites this month. And then TV programmes, I think I definitely mentioned this last time, was Game of Thrones, and I'm still loving Game of Thrones. I'm on season 4 now, and it's just so good. Highly recommend it. Most people that I know have watched it or are watching it, so a lot of you probably know how good it is. But it took me, honestly, if you feel like you can't get into it, this is the 4th time that I've tried watching it. I watched the whole series 1 4 times until I could then continue and get what was going on. I found it so confusing to begin with, but yeah, I'm loving that now, so I recommend watching that. The other thing was Orange is the New Black. The new series of that came out on Netflix, and I just loved it. But for me, it's my favourite series of Orange is the New Black that's been out yet, because sometimes with Orange is the New Black I get a bit bored and I'm just like, meh, I don't really pay attention when I'm watching it, but this time I was so into it and I was just loving it. It was great. I loved it. So I recommend watching Orange is the New Black if you haven't seen that yet. And the very last thing on this favourite video, I feel like I've been speaking really quickly. Let's slow it down, take a breath. But the last thing on my favourites video is on my phone, and it is a baking app called Bakery Story 2. I don't know how well you see that because I can't autofocus this, which is annoying. But basically, you run your own bakery and you get new recipes and you have to get the ingredients, and you can decorate your bakery however you want to, and I have just been obsessed with it. A few years ago I used to be obsessed with games on my phones and stuff, and then I went through a phase of just not really getting into any games, and I'm just so into this game right now. I can't even tell you. It's all very time related, you know, you bake something and it'll take an hour, or it'll take 30 seconds, or it'll take 5 minutes, but it's just so good. It reminds me of those Facebook games I used to play of like Restaurant Story, was it? I don't know, but it's really good, and I recommend it if you like that sort of game. That is my last favourite, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. There's also the notification button next to the subscribe button if you want to be notified every time I upload so that you don't miss one, and there'll be links in the description to my vlogging channel because I vlog every single day if you didn't know about that. So go over there and check that out if you want to, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye!